Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. In this video, we're going to take a look at both charts, and we can see that it's actually not looking too bad. Bitcoin continues to climb slowly up. Small gain in the last 24 hours, but nothing really significant. But then Cardano is the winner in the top 10 in the last 24 hours, and also actually, no, with Terra Luna is the winner in the last 7 days, but Cardano is, I think, with 15.87% second in the top 10. So looking good, and yeah, well, I mean, we expected here a move up for Cardano. However, I think this one is definitely related to Sunday swap, even though, you know, of course, if you have something on the horizon from a technical point of view, like a breakout, and we did have that with that triangle I showed you, I'm going to show you again in this video, and then you have these news come out about that the Sunday swap beta fully functional app will come out on the 20th, I think. Yeah, that's really interesting. So they basically say here that, of course, everybody's been waiting for, I think, one of the, if not the most anticipated decentralized exchanges on the Cardano ecosystem, on the Cardano mainnet, is now going to come here, basically onto the mainnet. It will be fully functional. It will be a beta version though, but that's not a problem. It seems to be that it is the fully functional one, and that is quite big news, and that probably also moved here the price up a little bit, because it is what we've been telling, you know, what I've been saying especially, and a lot of other YouTubers and other people as well, that it is, of course, the a highly anticipated DEX, a highly anticipated D-app. And when this is really going live, this could really push the price up. And we now need to see, is this price increase sustainable with Sunday swap going live? So they say, obviously, here on the 20th of January, the 20th, which is a Thursday, they say that Sunday swap will launch as a fully functional beta decentralized exchange. So far, it was only available on the testnet, so people could play around with it a little bit. And then on Tuesday, the 25th, the first round of ISO rewards will be calculated. So the initial stake pool offering, you can delegate your ADA to a stake pool operator. And it needs to be a stake pool operator who is part of the ISO, the Sunday swap ISO. It means that you get, I think you still get ADA rewards. It depends. For example, I'm staking still with or delegating to a Ray network pool, and here I get ADA rewards plus the X-Ray tokens. Now I don't know if Sunday swap will, in addition to the Sunday swap tokens or Sunday tokens, will give you as well ADA rewards. That depends on every pool operator itself, you know, but it is certainly interesting that this is possible from the 20th of January. And here it says yield farming Sunday rewards will begin as well. Yield farming will be available for at least the first 6 months of the Sunday swap DEX. During this period, LP tokens staked to yield farming contracts in eligible pools can earn additional Sunday rewards. So my view is here that you can, of course, earn your, you can participate in the ISO. Yeah, I think this is only available during the epochs 316 through 320. And then you can also earn yield farming rewards by pairing, I guess, ADA with, or Sunday with other, it must be other, it must be Sunday, I guess. It must be Sunday, I guess, where you will pair Sunday, well, possibly with ADA, and then you can earn Sunday rewards in addition to that on the decentralized exchange. Possibly with a high interest rate, don't know that yet, but yeah, can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. Will be really big. It is what everybody's been waiting for in the scope, in the space. And here they say, why beta? We are launching with a beta label because while the DEX's smart contracts have been fully audited and the DEX will meet all industry standards for security, the implementation of fully decentralized governance will not be immediately possible. Now that's fine. Many DEXs launch, they don't even call themselves beta, and they have the same issues. So yeah, it's looking really good. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. Just need to mention that here in the beginning. I think people are happy today Yeah, they've got their little calendar here as well, which is really interesting. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. It will be a big week next week for Cardano. All right, so let's start then with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin chart is moving sideways a little bit, so we need to wait here for the next moves. It was moving really close here again, as expected, to the resistance level here. I think here yesterday we tried to break it even. Yeah, yesterday late here we moved all the way up, as you can see here, at least on Bitstamp that was. Moved all the way nearly to 44k as expected actually. It was only a short wick though, so it didn't really break through yet, but we're making a series of higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. That's what I showed you here yesterday, also as anticipated that we could. I mean, I've been telling you here this could become a cup and handle. To be fair, that one came down quite far, but we've got this cup here, got this candle, and told you that in the next move then we could here move a bit sideways, maybe have another round, another iteration here of pushing back. I think that's what we're doing now, before we then could potentially really break through here, break into the target area. And this here is still this here is still my scenario where we've been coming down here in 1 2 3 4 5. The 5 will be down here. This would currently be the retracement of that wave 3 into a wave 4. We have already, as I said before, as per the Elliott Wave rules, we've already hit the target area, or at least we've hit the Fibonacci level that we need to hit to complete that wave 4 correction. But the ideal level is a little bit higher, here in the region of 47k. So I would expect it still to go in there once more. Now there is another scenario that we could move up in a wave B. That's the scenario I've been talking about a lot before, until we then broke below 45.5k. But it still is theoretically possible. So I left it on the charts, but after hitting one of these target areas here and here or here, we would then move down. That is my view. And this is, in my view, the most likely scenario to happen. Not guaranteed, of course. There are other scenarios. We could, of course, just move here to new all-time highs, but I don't think it would be a sustainable move up. What we want is to finish the correction, bring all the indicators down, and then have a really good chance to make new all-time highs. That is also currently here, this head and shoulders that we've been seeing here. And it's currently waiting for that retest here. That retest line is at around 46k. One of the channel members posted, I think, a link yesterday, or a different chart of that head and shoulders, under which the head and shoulders retest would have already happened. I don't know if I can actually manage to put it here on the charts. I think that one here. That, as per this one here, you could argue that, I don't know if it was that one. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I don't know. I think it was that one. There is definitely, even if it's that one, there is definitely the chance that we could have already seen that retest here of that line, as you can see here. Also likely, also possible. Personally, I would still stick with the other one that I showed you, but that's the problem with these patterns, that sometimes it's subjective how you actually draw them. You know, how you actually come to your lines here. But it's not a problem. So there are different ways of looking at it. But in my view, I would want to wait for the price to go in a little bit higher, then possibly retest that line here. And then the head and shoulders would be valid as well, and then would be tested as resistance. Now, if we move straight through here, this blue line, this blue area, then we could really get into this yellow target area, which would then be, well, a wave A to the downside, a wave B up, and then we come down in a wave C. And this area here is sitting between 45.5 and 63k. So at the moment, my view would be that Bitcoin moves up a little bit higher here. And yeah, Cardano is doing that already, anticipating what Bitcoin could be doing. I mean, I showed you yesterday here the symmetrical triangle here on the chart, which you could also see here on the lower time frame as something like a W pattern. 1, 2 here, or yeah, on the 4-hour chart it looks more like a W. Here it really looks like a symmetrical triangle. We said yesterday that it should have a higher chance to break up here because it is here this continuation pattern. You come from down there, could be a bullish pennant, and we were breaking out here. So it could really happen anytime here. It did. It came up, beautifully retested, which is important, which means this is now support, not resistance anymore, and we've moved away from it very, very nicely. Yeah, and that is really nice. And if you remember, guys and girls, we bought, or at least I bought, and made you aware of my buy order at $1.08, which was exactly the low. And since then we have really moved up. I know some people took profits already, but that is why I try always to remain calm and be patient. I've got my sell order set, and I won't probably sell before. Of course, it's up to you if you want to sell before, but this was really nice now from 108. Really a 30 or nearly 30% increase already in a few days. So I think sometimes patience just pays off, and we've even moved above, at the moment at least, we've moved above the 50-day moving average, as you can see here. So we've moved above the 20, which has held the price down here for a while, and we've moved above the 50 for now at least, which, and that is big, we have not managed to do since. And take a look at this, even here on the 27th of December where we had the other pump and to 160, we did not move above the 160 level, not above the 50-day moving average. The last time we moved above the 50-day moving average was on the 9th of November, so pretty much more than 2 months ago. There it did end up to be a fake out, so of course we're not, there's no guarantee that this couldn't be a fake out, but it's a big thing for me. Therefore this move up here currently is more relevant than the one on the 27th of December, because we have moved above the 50-day moving average. We've moved above a key area of resistance. So Cardano currently moving up higher here. Next key level for me to watch is that 145 level. 145 is the 0.786 fib level. That is a very important one. And 145 together with 150, because 150 is here as well, the previous highs. So I would look at 150 on the very short time frame here, the 1 hour. We're currently getting overbought on the RSI, you can see that. So we just need to retrace probably a little bit on the 4-hour chart as well. So but it could be really the beginning of something interesting. The key is now, and that is what needs to happen, which is very important. I think imminently here the potential might be a bit limited of moving up higher. We need a first a higher low first to bring here the RSI down as well, to be able to move higher. But what needs to happen is we have to retest successfully the 50-day moving average. If we drop below it, that might already be it, you know, with that uptrend. But that is what I think we need to do, to retest successfully that 50-day moving average. So it remains exciting. Really good news so far as forecasted. Of course, I didn't anticipate the Sunday swap live to go live here on Sunday. But what we did talk about is, as soon as that's happening, we can expect a price increase, and also that we had here this bullish pattern which could play out. And if you have a pattern like that, and then you have the news come out, that can typically push the price up nicely. And I think yesterday I gave you here crudely a price target for that triangle. Maybe not, maybe I did, but I think I did. And I did tell you that could push us up to 140 roughly. I think I did, because there was another triangle on another chart I did mention, so I'm not really sure if I made you aware of this price target. But the pure technical price target here based on this triangle is 140. Now the good news for last. So let's take a look at ADA BTC. ADA BTC, we took a look at it, and we talked about here that from the beginning, actually, when we saw this cup shape emerging, we said this could become a cup and a handle, and that it could break out above 3050. And take a look, we did. So we are here currently breaking out, and this is good. So if this is not a fake out, so we want at least have a bit more confirmation here, but it is getting very, very interesting. You know, I would want to have, and that hasn't happened yet, the 4-hour candle close above the breakout point. So we are currently here still in this candle. I think I would want to see another candle go higher. but I did show you yesterday already that it's starting to look really good. I did show you actually, in fact, in the last few days, this possible reversal pattern here, that we're coming from that downtrend. Downtrend was slowing down, uptrend was starting, higher low, and even we saw here the RSI going into the bullish range and the MACD buy signal. So ADA BTC was starting to look extremely good. The confluence of factors were telling us that we could really see here beginning of a breakout and a move up. So let's follow that. I think this is currently at least starting to look very interesting. Not really anything confirmed yet. You know, what we want to see, for example, is if we have a resistance here, we want to see a retest of that support and make a series of higher highs. That would be really good, but it's starting to look really, really good. All right, so hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin and Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.